Oh, let's try that.
Raider Nation, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Welcome to another great episode of The Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Jones. Phil Robinson's here with me. Sorry for the late start. Phil Robinson loves that San Jose traffic.
Oh, yes, that good old Bay Area traffic. Nothing quite like it except for LA. What's happening, everybody? Another week has gone through. We're about 2 weeks away from the draft now. And we got a lot to go over.
Well, first things first, as the news broke yesterday, the Raiders waived 2018 fifth round pick, defensive tackle, Maurice Hurst, and what was the fourth round pick, Arden Key. So I know everybody's like, this was expected for Arden Key, but a shocker for Maurice Hurst. You know, we wish him the best luck. From what I'm looking at from around the league, he would be a good fit in Baltimore. But moving on, looking at what the Raiders need to do now, there's a hole right there at D tackle. Some folks are like, oh, we're going to have to go first round and go D tackle now. No, that is definitely not the case because you can go second or third round, even fourth round for a D tackle that can fill in that hole. I'll say this. Then you got to look at what Gus Bradley's brought in. And Gus Bradley, maybe he feels that, hey, the guys that I have fit this system better than what I had with Key and Hurst. Phil, what do you think?
So you look at Key, you look at Hurst, and as much as we'd like to do this respectfully, that you needed to get more from Hurst. I don't know if it was a coaching thing. I don't know if he was in the doghouse because rumor has it he wasn't Gruden's favorite player, or if it's just like you stated, if it's just a question of you got a new defensive coordinator in town. He brought in a ton of guys and a ton of his guys, and he likes his guys better than you. But it's funny that they made this cap space, and then suddenly Cleveland cut or terminated Sheldon Richardson's contract. And if you want a veteran player, if you want a guy who's capable of getting to the quarterback, creating pressures up the middle, and is a sure tackler, Richardson is going to be 30 years old and on his fifth team. And between me and you, I think that he should be able to be signed in between the $5 to $8 million range, which is roughly about how much cap space the Raiders have left. According to Over the Cap, they have 5.224 million, and Spotrac says they have 6.35 million in cap space.
So they got wiggle room, but here's the thing: if you look at that wiggle room right now, you got to include the draft is coming up within 2 weeks,
right?
Well, really a week and a half. So that could be part of your cap space. And then the other thing you have to factor in, maybe the Raiders also look at getting a veteran free agent in that secondary. But in all honesty, if we're looking to replace a D lineman for Maurice Hurst, I mean, draft-wise, if you want to go there, you can go on and select Jalen Twyman from out of Pitt. I mean, the guy is turning himself into a freak of nature. He actually was the second defensive lineman besides Aaron Donald to have double-digit sacks. You saw what he did in the bench press was pro day.
And the funniest thing is that people continue to all of these draft experts continue to overlook him and slide him further and further down their draft board. And I think that those who know football would know that this is definitely the type of player that you want. And should he get to the third or the fourth round, I would really, really strongly recommend that the Raiders take a good, long, hard look at this guy. Like you said, he's crazy strong. He's getting to the quarterback, finishing at the quarterback from the middle of the field, from the middle of the defensive line, has good pass rushing techniques for his position, and is a stout figure against the run. And a complete defensive tackle is something that the Raiders have been missing. He's capable of backing up Jonathan Hankins. He's capable of starting alongside of him. But it's a question of what it is that they want to do, and if they're willing to punch his ticket, call his name, and let the cards fall where they may.
Not even that. If they can't find another guy, if they can't get Twyman, they can also get McNeil from out of NC State. I mean, this guy was hard to move. Like, he was a run stuffer, but also could push and create true pressure, just like how Maurice Hurst did, but a little bit better when he was there at NC State. And you want that interior push. You're going to have guys look to like, okay, we're going to have to double team him. But there's also a guy from Florida, first name Darren. This guy's 6'5", 350? And it took about the guard, the center, and the other guard to come over there and help. No, excuse me. It was the guard, the center, and the running back had to come over there and help.
Wow.
That's an option you can look at. Michael, he says Wilson out of Florida State. I like Wilson, but Wilson, I think it was one of the games I saw. He just was non-existent, and when you're non-existent in an important key game, I have a problem with that. Matter of fact, I think it was Clemson they were playing against. Clemson, they just took him out. He didn't even exist. It was like he caught the snap by Thanos.
Ooh, not the snap.
You don't want a D tackle that is non-existent in an important game. But currently, I'm going to try to pull up the Raiders roster. I know they haven't updated it yet, but I want to be able to pull up the roster, look at their D tackles currently, and just kind of get like a good fit and understand of what we're working with. So here we go. So if you look at the Raiders D tackles, you're looking at David Irving. You're looking at Darius Philon, Jonathan Hankins. You're looking at Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas. So to be honest, I'll say this: your main D tackles are Hankins, Jefferson, and Thomas. Now, if you look at what Thomas did back with the 49ers, he wasn't the greatest at that DN, so they went on and kicked him inside. And when they kicked him inside, he was a force to be reckoned with. He was creating pressure. He was creating a lot of run stops. He was just causing so much disruption inside the A-gap where this is something that the Raiders need. So the Raiders didn't really lose anything that big because they gained that during free agency. And then you look at Quentin Jefferson. When you talk to a lot of folks that cover Buffalo media, and I was talking to one of my guys, Jefferson was better inside than on the outside, causing a disruption. So that's two right there. There's two guys that can create disruption inside. And then you also have Jonathan Hankins. That's going to be that big old, I'm going to try to close the gap now, and we're not going to have him drop back into zone coverage. So, and let's not forget David Irving. So right there, to be honest, if we really want to be honest right now, that could just be your defensive front in that rotation right there. Phil, what do you think? Because right now, I'm looking at this like, I hate that they got rid of Hurst, but I understand this is a business, and fans need to understand that quick to get with the program. But the fact of the matter is, when you have David Irving, you have Hankins, you have Philon, you have Jefferson, you have Solomon Thomas, right there. If you look at how the defensive line under Gus Bradley was back in the day, there's similarities right there. And if you look at how he had it with the Chargers, there's similarities right there. So there's nothing where it's like, oh my gosh, we got to go and get the biggest guy for our 17th overall pick in the first round. No, you don't. I mean, you can get guys that can be in that rotation, come out, go in, come out, go in. They're versatile. They have speed. So they're not going to get gassed that quickly, like how we were seeing with our D-line with Hankins and Collins.
Yes.
And that was horrendous. And, we can go back with PJ Hall as well. And then the other thing, you got to look at is this. Maurice Hurst has missed a total of 16 games already through 3 years. 16 games already in 3 years.
It's full season.
As a head coach, I see that as a problem. And what has John Gruden always talked about? Availability. And if you're not available, I'm not looking for you. Same thing with Arden Key. Arden Key, majority of times that you'll have him first couple weeks of the season, then he ends up going towards the IR with the last 2 seasons, and then he's on the COVID list. So, and then I get him back for this game, and then it's no consistency. So when you look at that, 2 guys with injury issues, Arden Key, I'm gonna just tell you this. I don't give a damn if he gets all the pressure in the world, but if you can't get sacks, you have 1 sack in your career. In the 3 years you've been Raiders, you have one. You don't have 2, you don't have 3, but you have 1. What ain't cutting it, bro?
16 trips to the quarterback, 16 pressures, 15 knockdowns, 11 QB hits, 0 sacks. How do you hit the quarterback and don't sack him?
You tell me, Phil. Because I'm going to tell you this. I had your ass on the bench. You're wasting my time.
But we didn't need anybody else. We had all the people we needed on the roster already. And in true fact,
we don't need a Davion Clowney.
It gets better.
Edge rushers right here, we can get the job done.
It gets better. You should, if you could, you should pull up that little snippet I sent you about how he feels about leaving Vegas and leaving the Raiders. So this right here was the best thing that could have ever happened to his career.
Hold on. Where's that? Where?
I sent it to your Twitter.
Oh God! Well, it looks like it's gonna be show and tell for everybody. All right, let's see if I can pull that up. Cause he ain't got no damn business talking about.
You have to make sure you crop that.
Oh no, I got something better. Here we go. See, that's the best thing about, sharing. And sharing is caring.
It always is.
All right. Let's go on and pull that up. There we go. As you guys can see, wow, I got released from the Las Vegas Raiders. This was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Best.
I did say.
Why is this good for me? Because my rejuvenation for football is back. And my impact I want and will make on the world is bigger than ever. I love football. I love my community, and I will prove to the world that Arden Key is here to be an example and role model for what's possible when you have the mindset of impact over everything. I will not only impact the next team I play for in a positive way, but I will impact the community that looks up to me in a bigger way. I'm here to teach and show what's possible when you educate yourself on financial literacy and live life in your purpose. Stay tuned for more about what's to come with Arden Key. Please share this video to the world. Tag 2 people that need to hear this. Well, I think that's a wonderful outlook for Mr. Key. It doesn't seem as though he wrote that, but I'm not going to say that. I'm probably going to skip on tagging 2 people. The fact that we brought it up and gave it to you on the show should be good enough. Best of luck to Mr. Key. Hope that somewhere in that thing he's going to teach you is how to finish.
Yeah, I don't know if he can teach anybody how to finish, especially being at 238 pounds. So I don't know how he's going to be able to get this shit going. What do you got? Hold up. You got something to say? Get it cracking. Because I got something to say. But I want to make a point first. We all is. I'm going to just tell everybody this. I know people are pissed off with John Gruden. Okay, hold up. I like this. And that is the other thing. As I was just covering for the D tackles, you could slide in Farrell, but the thing of it is, I think they're really going to give Farrell the chance to just strictly be a defensive end.
Yeah. And have much better responsibilities, much more conventional responsibilities. Because Yannick is going to be the Leo, which is more of a linebacker role than an actual defense.
So he's going to be standing up. And see, that's the other thing, I know I'm jumping the draft right now. If you're getting Micah Parsons, he can slide right inside that middle. He can come right in and play on that other outside.
Be your Bobby Wagner.
There you go.
Be your Bobby Wagner.
That's my whole thing. Look, Raiders have more versatility on that D line than what they've had the past 3 years under Paul Gunther.
And just to put my own little spin on that for you real quick. They brought in a lot of defensive linemen. I don't think that they would have brought in all those guys if they had the intention of sliding Cleveland in as the permanent solution. That's just the way that I feel about it. I'm not going to speak for Jones, and I could be completely wrong, but I just don't think that they brought in all those guys just to move him down.
No. But here's my thing. Look, yeah, they are smart enough to do it because now they're in a situation everybody's damn job is on the line. So everybody knows how to think like how they're supposed to think. So you talk about Mayock. Oh, Mayock's going to look for a character guy. Not this time because Mayock's like, can he get the damn job done? Can he sack the quarterback? Can he cover Travis Kelce? Can he be a disruption? Can he be an immediate impact player? I think they learned that. I think they learned their lesson, Phil. I think they learned the lesson from not getting Josh Allen back in 2019. The best D-line in the AFC West. Oh, shit. Whoo.
I'm not quite ready to get there just yet, but it's got some potential.
You gotta talk. No, you gotta talk to me. I'll say about week five at least.
No, it's got to be later than that. And
week 8. Week 8 or week 9.
Yeah, that's about the best I can do for you. That's about the best I can do for you. Come talk to me at week 8, week 9.
Yeah, I can't jump there right now.
Am I a believer in Corey Littleton with a new scheme coordinator? Was a beast for the Rams. Well, Gus Bradley won't ask him to do the same things that Wade Phillips did. He would be better served in a 3-4. You would think that maybe potentially, and I just don't think this is probably going to be the defense for him either.
Now hold on, Phil. Remember, Bradley will run some 3-4. Yeah,
he will. I'm not gonna.
He'll run that 3-man front and a nickel package.
But I just think that he's gonna keep Corey as an off-ball linebacker, and maybe he'll get a chance to blitz or whatnot, but I see him in a role. He's going to get exploited like he did last year with teams just running backs out of the backfield and forcing him to tackle because that was something that he showed he struggled with.
Well, here's the other thing. Was it the scheme that he was struggling with? Because afterwards, after they said, let's ditch it, and they ditched Gunther, I started seeing Littleton show up all over the damn place. I'm like, what? Where was this at?
Well, he did complain. He was the first to complain.
So hold on. So the fact that he was able to show up all over the place in the last few games of the season, I say, well, at least the last 2 to 3, he was able to pop up and show up and do what we needed him to do. I was like, damn. Maybe we shouldn't have had Paul Gunther in the beginning of the season. I mean, everybody felt that way. Yeah, Corey, he was showing that he was capable of doing what we needed him to do. I was just like, oh, so now you know how to get over and cover a running back. Now you know how to get over and swat the ball away. The problem was we kept seeing him trailing each and every player, and I'm like, this got to stop. So, yeah, there could be a huge difference going into this new scheme. But, hey, you can say he can play off ball. We can see what Gus Bradley has him doing, and I think you could move him around like how Wade Phillips did, but we just got to see. But I'm telling you this, Phil, we got to figure out about this free safety situation.
Yes, we do. And the more that you look at it, the more it looks like they're going to sign a cheap guy somewhere and draft a safety fairly high.
Well, I mean, you can either go in the second or third round and still grab a safety. Richie Grant, he'll still be in the third round. I think if you do take him in the second round, I mean, that would be the spot where we are. Or you going and draft Washington from out of TCU.
But that's Maury got a TCU.
No, it's also Washington as well.
Also,
both safeties are in the draft. Holland can't play free safety. Holland is more of a nickel quick.
That's what I keep hearing.
And that's why Vinny got blasted.
Most recently?
Yeah. Vinny run around and say, yeah, we're going to get Holland. Javon Holland, no. He doesn't. And Holland is looking more to play the nickel when he comes into the league. See, that's why y'all got to listen to these damn pro days. But, like I said, you go, okay, why don't we sign Sherman for the free safety position? He knows the system better. But here's the thing. You got Sherman now going into the free safety position for the first time in his career. So there's that. Or here's another thing. Why don't you go in and get Trey Boston that already knows the system from when he was in San Diego with Gus Bradley? Don't get fooled by pick. They played a hybrid defense, quick. Trust me. He is not made to play that free safety. Shit. Y'all come sit down with me and watch about 10 hours of film. I'd love for y'all to do that with me. Come on. Come watch good 10 hours.
I'll bring the popcorn. We'll see.
I got the popcorn. I got the juice boxes. and I got the fruit snacks.
The fruit snacks.
Yeah. Look, I say go on and get Trey Boston. He's still young, and he was able to get multiple picks under that defense. I feel like he'll be a better option. Be cheaper as well.
Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
And there's a lot of guys that are still free agents. There's a lot of guys that are still free agents out there. You know why? Because they're trying to get all this money, but teams are like, why pay up this damn money and I can let the market just wither up? What do you think they did with Jadeveon Clowney? Jadeveon Clowney looking to try to get about 20 mil and shit. Hey,
hold up. No, hold up. You remember about this time last year when it was all the rage? Everybody wanted to get out there and throw all that money at Jadeveon Clowney. And we got to get him more than 15 million. We got to get him that 17.
Oh man, I was like
zero
shit.
Hurst and Key had as many sacks as Jadeveon Clowney had, so maybe he wasn't totally wrong because you didn't need anybody else to come in and do that.
Damn, Hurst and Key was right about something.
Ain't that a good? See?
Oh shit!
That right there is the unfiltered truth right there that nobody else will tell you that Hurst and Key was correct.
Oh, okay. But if anybody, I know last week we talked about Carl Joseph possibly being that free safety. Looks like he's going to be just a strong safety. He's just going to be that main guy. Say that again?
They're bringing him in to push Jonathan Abram.
And that's what it looks like. That's what I was about to say, yeah. Looks like you just go on and just push him, get him over that little hump. You could probably put him in some sub packages, but free safety, I'll go back and damn, I just think about when he played that single high, and then I looked at some film from Cleveland. Please don't have that man single high ever in his life again. Boy, it was like he needed in the arms of the angel, bro.
Next question. What do we expect from Kenyon Drake? So I've seen a lot of you say this Joker role really, really kind of looks more like a larger Charlie Garner type to me. Got good hands, capable of running routes, can hit a hole, got breakaway speed, great vision. And is deceptively tough. The 10 rushing touchdowns that he got on 955 yards last season is great. It shows that he's durable, which is more than we can say for Jacobs. And at this point, Jacobs has been hurt for the majority of the last 2 years, the only 2 years of his career, and hasn't given you 16 games yet. So his role hush, hush, wink, wink, could be to sit here and wait till Jacobs can no longer answer the bell, and then the job will be his.
Yep.
Because we saw that Jacobs' production slacked off until that he saw Devontae Booker was starting to produce, and then he managed to just gather himself and step it back up again. But his yards per carry were down almost a full yard. And part of that is due to the fact that his yards before contact were down from 2.6 to under 2 yards, which also made a huge difference. Broken tackles were down, and like Brent said, there was no breakaway long TDs.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm going to go back and answer this question. So, do we still release Lawson after we re-sign and Jalen to free up More cap. All right, so look, I'll say this. Nevin Lawson's just a camp body. They're going to end up getting rid of him by the end of training camp. There's no need to keep him if he's going to be suspended for 2 games for getting caught with Dollar Tree PEDs. The man got caught using PEDs not once, not twice, but 3 times. And them damn PEDs still could not help him get a damn interception.
Couldn't help him do anything but get burnt and get victimized. Got to believe that if you're spending money on your PEDs, you definitely should be getting a better return on your investments than what Mr. Lawson was achieving.
Damn. I keep telling you.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed for cheaters everywhere because you were cheating to get ahead. You were putting money into you cheating. You're doing whatever it is to keep it on the low so that nobody knows that you're cheating. And you still suck.
You still suck. I'm not sugarcoating that shit. You suck.
Down in the house.
Damn shame.
Damn shame.
The thing of it is, if they end up keeping Jalen Richard, he's your third back. But I think with Jacobs and Drake, I think he's going to take away a lot of the snap. I think the 2 of them definitely going to take away a lot of the snaps from Richard. And I mean, to be honest, it really happened when they had what's the old boy that we had last year?
Riddick?
No, I mean, yeah, Riddick was there too. And that's the other thing. Riddick's still there too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Jalen Richard could be the odd man out.
I believe that it should be because he's not giving it. Yeah, he as short of pass protection. That's all he's giving you. I mean, we could sit here and we could quote how much Carr likes him, how much Carr feels comfortable about him. But the reality is the best run that he had was the first run that he had, and everything else since then has been subpar. The passing game contributions he makes are good and gain a lot of yards, but they don't get in the end zone. So I mean, you're giving the guy that doesn't score $3.5 million a year to block. Like, now play that in. That's not worth it.
Yeah, like I said, look, I'd say you go with Jacobs, Drake, and Riddick. I mean, you shouldn't have a problem with that.
Real quick. Yeah, so Ryan here I haven't seen him before, but he's been on fire with the questions. I expect Isaiah to take a huge step forward. If he doesn't, then he'd probably be getting cut. But like you said, the length you can't teach, and the style of defense is perfectly suited to his abilities. It's what he ran at Houston, if I recall correctly, and type of three.
He was like in a hybrid defense where he could play the outside nickel and he kind of slid in where he's kind of like a free safety.
Right. But which he has also stated that if need be, he could play a little free safety for you. And if they can coach him up, he plays much better when he can, without having his back turned away from the ball than he does when it is. It's just what it is. I like his playing all the way through the catching process, and if he can do the job, be it free safety or even they can get him in that zone scheme, I expect big things from him moving forward. Actually,
nah, definitely. And here's the other thing I was about to pull up real quick.
He's proven quick within 3 years at any place that he's been. He's got a top 5, top 10 defense within 3 years of showing up every place he's been as the defensive coordinator.
That's my whole thing. I'm like, look, if you doing this everywhere you go, I mean,
I got no reason to believe that
As
you
a
can't.
coordinator, I'm not complaining.
Yeah. 3 years, quick. Give it time. 3 years. Give it time. And he's not starting from scratch over here. The Raiders do have some talent. They need to deploy it better than what they did and get all the guys to buy in and actually execute what their responsibilities are. Simplifying it and allowing them to read and react and attack is more suited to the players that are on this team than Paul Gunther's rocket science scheme that he couldn't direct which plays where he was going to run until the at most last second right before they hiked the ball and cut the helmet communication off.
God, don't get me started with that crap. Whatever you do, do not get me started with that crap. Because Gunther didn't know the hell he was doing.
Second guess himself.
Hey, look, it was more than second guess, bro. It was ugly.
So you don't win football games.
All right, hold up, nah, bro. You know,
here we go.
Here we go. Hold on, no. Ramsey was a rookie. He didn't do as much. He didn't do as much in that rookie year. Make sure you have your receipts before you speak.
Ooh, the receipts. Yeah, take that. Take that.
And Bosa, shit, he barely had Bosa this year and still managed to have a top 10 defense.
With the backups and third stringers.
Practice squad.
Top 10. Better than Raiders defense.
Practice squad.
With guys nobody wants.
Practice squad. And another thing, if everybody's so worried with Jalen Rashad being a kick returner and all that shit, no. Kenyon Drake can return kicks as well. And punt.
He won't be asked to. I believe that's Hunter's job, but.
Well, yeah, Hunter Henry usually handles punt returns, but there you go. You got Kenyon Drake that can get back there, and Ruggs is going to get back there as well. So there's other guys that can do it. It's not that hard to be a kick returner, punt returner. So, yeah, he's an odd man out. If you can play special teams, yeah, you're good. Now, pull that up. All right, there you go. Well, you get an update?
A little bit.
You gotta love it. Yeah, pretty much. I just got that update too. Wow. Worst to best, DC with Gunther versus Bradley, huge improvement. Yeah, it's a huge jump. It's a huge jump that the Raiders needed this year. You notice that John Gruden really didn't get involved with the signing on the staff members and whatnot. Mark Davis stepped in and allowed Bradley to bring in who he needed. That was the difference maker. You look at this draft coming up, Phil, the Raiders can just do it like this. You can go and get the best player at pick 17. I'm going to tell you this. Raiders don't need an offensive lineman in the first round. I'm going to repeat this to everybody right now. The Raiders do not need a first round offensive tackle when majority of these tackles are left tackle.
And then guys in the back.
Tackle. They do not need a tackle in the first round. So you can scratch that shit off your boards. Go on and scratch it off. Delete it. If you're going to type the shit in, backspace it. It's not going to, I don't see that definitely even happening. Because to be honest, we could actually see that Tom Cable's going to end up going with who he has right now, or I can get me a right tackle in the 3rd round, maybe the 4th round. He can get a guy like Little from Stanford. He could get Spencer Brown from Northern Iowa. So Raiders don't need no damn Kyle Pitts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be crazy as hell if we had everything in our favor on defense in the beginning, but we ain't getting no Kyle Pitts in the 1st round. Kyle Pitts will be gone before we get on the board.
At 17. Gilbert! It's been a minute, player. Where you at? How you feeling?
So, that being said, when you look at everything, I see the Raiders going and getting Michael Parsons. If you look at how the draft board has been shifting, you look at every first four picks are going to most likely be either quarterback to one offensive tackle, that being Sewell. You're looking at a tight end. You're looking at wide receivers down the list, and then you're looking at DBs, and then more offensive linemen, and then lo and behold, you have Michael Parsons right there at 17. Because I'm gonna tell you this: at 16, the Cardinals are not going to take him. They're going to give probably Travis Etienne, or maybe they could get Najee Harris. But other than that, the Raiders are going to end up most likely grabbing him, and then that's their game changer on the defense. Or, if it doesn't happen, they're going to end up getting Cole Moore from Notre Dame. And that's what I see for right now. So, hey, I had this running on Spreaker. For the Spreaker listeners, this will be uploaded on Spotify. It'll be up on Google Play. It'll be up on iTunes and so on and so forth. Until I get this update, it'll be the show will be a little bit longer on Spreaker for you guys listening on Spotify and whatnot. I was just getting this first run because we're running on our own now. And
if you haven't already seen it,
anybody that's on the Spreaker right now, come on to YouTube. Well, we'll finish up the rest of the show with the last 10, 15 minutes. Just letting everybody know. Phil, you had anything to say?
Yes, I was going to say that we have launched the UnFilteredTruth.com webpage. If you have not already seen it, please take a moment at the end of the show, put in the link, go to it, check us out. Drop a comment, let us know what you think. We're just getting started, better and better things on the way. We're going to do this for real. Like Phil said, we have made the decision to branch out onto our own. And we are no longer underneath the IE Sports Radio banner. We love those guys over there. They do great stuff, and it's still all love. We'll continue to share their stuff, but as of now, the Unfiltered Truth is flying solo.
Yep, we had to go on and get our wings. But yeah, I appreciate. That was my first start over there, man. It was an honor to be a part of that. And I'm glad we're here on the next level, man. We have started this website. We're on YouTube now. We on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
All of it.
We're everywhere on every major platform now.
And now with the domain, we're worldwide.
Wide. And then now you guys can go back to listen to us on like Spotify. I know there's some folks that are busy, they got the kids and whatnot. They can't watch it. So they'll come back and listen to the show. It's all good. So I got this put up on, I have this uploaded to Spotify very soon. But, Phil, hey, I'm just glad a lot of the folks that have been with the Unfiltered Truth, been able to share the journeys with us, from us covering college football to covering the NFL and then covering the Super Bowl, covering the NFL draft, which we will do a live draft show. We'll do a live draft show for you guys on draft night. We'll do all 32 teams. We'll bring on some guests. So you guys stay tuned for that. I have the list ready. And then don't forget, next Friday will be our 100th episode.
Woo! Got something special planned. Not going to tell you what it is. You have to check that out on the website.
Yes, you got to go on the UnPhilteredTruth.com to check out our special guest that will be joining us. Phil.
Still more to come. So much more.
Yeah, covering them world champion Lakers too. Don't forget that. And they coming back with AD and LB and all the letters and shit.
Stop.
Yeah. Be afraid, Robinson.
Never.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. But yeah, man, I mean, dang, this has been great. And then shit, I hit 30 this week, man.
Old timer.
Yeah.
So here's the most important question. Does it feel any different?
When I hit 30 on Tuesday, man, I woke up and I heard my knee pop. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, my knee.
Sound like Peter Griffin.
Dog, no, it was more like Granddad. No, it was more like Granddad on the Boondocks. It's like, ooh, oh shit, damn it, boy, oh, fucking tripped over my damn shoe. It made it worse.
I wouldn't even have said that. I would have lied.
Bruh, I laid there on the floor for a minute. I felt like Buzz Lightyear off of Toy Story when he motherfuckers missing his arm and shit. I was like, damn. Don't let them find me like this. I'm falling. I can't get up. I was like, shit.
Oh, man.
I said, I'm going to need the Epsom salt when I get back. I'm going to need some icy hot on my knee. I'm going to need Shaq to do a commercial for that shit again.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever need to defeat Phil, just have him walk to you. His favorite enemy, the stairs.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I ain't shit for that. But
bro, I gotta hit them stairs every damn morning at work, bro. That shit ain't no joke. Bro, it used to be the worst, bro. Like hitting them stairs, and I had my bulletproof vest on and shit.
Ugh.
Yeah, long story.
Yep. Welcome to the 30 Club.
Phil was that guy about 5-6 years ago. Motherfucker had his holster on, had his fucking bulletproof vest, running up the stairs and shit, running to emergencies and all that fucking, man. Executive protection, my ass, no more.
Said, and this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what it looks like when you can finally say and mean, I'm getting too old for this shit.
No, you gotta say it like I'm too old for this shit.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Murder! Murder! Oh shit! Hey,
yeah, this show is we done gone all the way off the rails.
Oh man, all the time, bruh.
Phil Jones. I'm Mr. Unfiltered, Phil Robinson III. You can find us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and on our domain, the www.unfilteredtruth.com. Check us out. Check out some of the merch. Place an order on theunfilteredtruth@gmail.com, where we will provide you with our Unfiltered Truth merchandise, shipped directly to your home, and it'll all be lovely.
Hey, don't forget, you guys can recap the show on YouTube. You guys will be able to go on to Spreaker, the Spreaker page to listen to it, and it should be uploaded soon to Spotify. I got to try to get, I'm going to see if I can find a way to get all the other episodes, but if I can't, we at episode 99.
We'll be starting over from 100.
So other than that, y'all take care. God bless. Enjoy your weekend. It's supposed to be nice for some folks over here on the East Coast. It's always nice on the West Coast for you guys. Be safe. Wear your mask and
we out.
Live life. Be safe.